So my name is Liam. I'm currently in training for the Sunshine Coast Half Ironman. It's in August, 26th of August 2018. I started the triathlon gig in the previous summer. Just completed the 2xU series in Melbourne, and also a couple of sprints with challenge as well. Decided to get into triathlon after a long footy career, I suppose, and a few bad injuries last year. Sort of wanted to do something where I wasn't spending most of my time either in a hospital bed or home from work, not being able to work as such. So decided to try the triathlon, and I've done a few in previous years, but this is the first time I've really been set on completing a big sort of event. So just went with the sprint series, decided to do it in November, and just decided to keep going with distances and stuff like that. So signed up for Sunny Coast, and looking forward to it. I suppose these videos are more, it's a bit of a record for myself and probably for me mum. Just to see what she's doing, what I'm doing, and so she can see what I'm doing in actual sort of visual representation rather than just seeing things on Strava or photos or whatever. So I wanted to do that. And I guess the other thing for me is I just wanted to keep more of a record for myself of how I'm a type 1 diabetic, and how this training sort of helps with that, with the condition. I mean, I sort of never thought that diabetes holds me back or anything, and I never would think that. I just think it's an added layer that needs to go within your training and then within your competing. So I guess if anybody actually does watch these down the track, and you might be diabetic yourself, or even just looking into getting into the sport, I'd love to show some people how I've sort of went about it. I'm not a pro by any means, and I'm not going to races to try and break records and come first. I'm just for me. I just want to show that you can train to do something and train to do it well, and you can challenge yourself, and no matter if you've got conditions or if you're whatever. I just think that having a sport like this it's really good for your physical health, but also for your mental health. And I just want to try and show that somehow, and just keep it for myself, and future viewing, or go back and learn from mistakes and things like that. That's the plan of this. So this is week one anyway, week one of the build. So I've been training, I suppose, since the start of spring 2017. So we're nearly sort of 6-7 months, I suppose, into training, I suppose. But this period that we're in is the build phase of a training plan that I'm running with. Same sort of thing, not by all means, I've got no idea if it's the correct one or as such, but I'm just doing it. It seems like it's a good level for me. It's probably a little bit challenging, and it pushes me a little bit each time I sort of go out during the day or during the night for a session. So I feel like it's working in that sense. But by all means, if anybody actually watches these videos on the YouTube or the internet or whatever, let me know your thoughts and your critiques on things and what the plan looks like, and if you think it's wrong or right or whatever. I'd love to hear some feedback, and even see what anyone else is doing out there. And if anyone's going to Sunshine Coast, hit me up. I'd love to meet some people, and so that's the crux of it. I hope you enjoy it. build. Swim, 2.4 Ks. I'm spent. It's obviously going to get a lot harder moving up. Week 9 in 70.3 training and first week of the build, so look forward to the rest of the week. I enjoy these way too much. That's bad. So it is Wednesday. Pretty keen to go out and go for a run. It's really cold outside, but I've been sitting in behind a computer for the last 4 or 5 hours doing my diploma. So I'm pretty keen to get out and do this run. Just had a couple of jelly beans there. 4.6 was a number. I like to be a little bit higher than that before a session like this. It's pretty hard, and tend to find that I go a bit lower. About 40 minutes in, it's probably going to be about an hour session. So have a couple of jelly beans, might have a little bit of a banana, and that's about it. Just half a banana maybe. Test again probably in about 10 minutes. I'll get myself ready and test again, and then be on the way. We're doing a hill session tonight, so it'll warm me up pretty quick, I think. So just second test, 5.6, going up, I suppose. About 3/4 of a banana, a few jelly beans. Got one of these gels in my pocket as well, just in case. In case I feel myself going a bit low. Other than that, brand new. Got them a while ago. Oh, actually, I got them last week, but I haven't actually ran in them yet, so I'm pretty keen to see what they're like. Bit of a craze with the Hoka. But new shoes are a bit different to my last ones. I've coming off some New Balance ones. I don't know where they are, but these are a lot more cushion, so I'm hoping that they feel good. Had a bit of work on my calves lately, so we'll see what they do for me. Halfway there. Feel good. Shoes are real good. It's 10 hill reps from Inkerman Road to Dandenong Road on Hawthorne Road for the locals. I'm pretty puffed, but just going to do 3/4 of a lap of Caulfield Park to cool down and then walk the last bit home. So Thursday today, second swim for the week. It's freezing cold outside. Like, this is the winter chill we've been waiting for. It's about 10 degrees outside. And I'm going to go swim in the outdoor pool. We'll see how we go. Oh, about 2.6 and I think 2.2 for the main set. Pretty hard. That's the furthest I've been in the pool, so pretty good, but feel it in the legs. I did a couple of sets with a couple of drills in them, more focused on the high elbow, but I feel like I've got that fairly well down. I think I need to focus more on the kick. I've got, you know, massive feet and I don't think I use them enough. So I think I'll change up the drill to something more aimed at the kick. 5.9 measured after swim, which is pretty good, but doesn't show halfway through when I got out of the pool for a quick gel and a couple of jelly beans. So I think swimming's the thing for me that really sort of, it's very aerobic, so you consistently sort of move down, like your blood sugar level slowly goes down, and rather than you'd sort of think that would happen more of like a really fast hard run, like a half an hour run, but it doesn't. It sort of happens over the longer distances at a more controlled sort of pace. So I suppose moving forward into really longer distances, that's something that I really need to look out for. But still 5.9 after a swim, after really not a lot of food and halfway through, so still had a fair bit of work to do after. I'm pretty happy with that, so it shows that the gels do work. And that's it. See you tomorrow. So there's about an hour and 20 worth of brick, about 45 minutes on the bike, and then about 30 minutes on a run. And I try to go for it. About 420 per k, so 6.5 k's. Solid Friday in the weather. 2.5 hours on the bike. Very breezy. It's good with the wind. Time for a coffee, I think. Sunday morning long run back in Shepparton for Mother's Day. About an hour and 10, hour and 15. Just nice and slow. Finish the week off. Looking forward to bacon and eggs.